EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. Quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Down. Blue 30, cut.
Love going to throw right away. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Set, hut. Right, 60, 33, yellow. Set.
Here's Love. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Bills, first down. A gain of 7. And the Bills, first down.
Let's go. Set, hut.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Love now. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Black, next, ready.
Throwing. Love. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. When you look at this Patriots defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Love. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Give to Cook out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Put the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Ready?
Now Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Ready. 60 red. Go. Zoom black. Blaster 6. Smash red. Hut.
Operating from the gun. Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Once again, it's Henderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
No gain on the play.
The Patriots had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Alec Pierce, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And they will take over first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Come on, set, cut.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down. Cook knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be, but still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Let's go.
From the 44, Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Black shot. Red. 38. Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Back to the ground. Cook breaks a tackle. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
The last series formula disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Here's May. Open man, Kyle Williams. He's got it.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To the air, May. Wow, that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Looking to throw, May. They set up the screen for Henderson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game. Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going on 4th down. May. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. I would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Throwing here is May.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's May. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here goes front.
They'll try and throw for it with May.
Got his tight end and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. That'll give them 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd in a couple.
On the double. Down. 50. Green. Cut.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready?
Left side, Cook. And some room to run now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Set, ready. 45, right, 560, field blue.
To throw now, here's Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Let's go. 52 blue. Set cut.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Patriots are going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready. Black. 95.
They try again with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll throw with May.
Williams brings it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7.
Bills 13, Patriots 7. Chris Borregales to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A break down defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Down. 10 black. Cluster, 6. Smash, red. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That's taken in by Kraft. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. Set. Shot. 7. Red. 38. Hut, hut.
Love looking to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
All right, here we go, front. Hey, what's up?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one completes Alec Pierce. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Alec Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, right?
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
From the shotgun, May with it.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
That's pulled in at the 32. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Ready, hut.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, he has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for two.
Down.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point
Love throwing for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
score. Bills 26, Patriots 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and he never like gets stopped so soundly during the series, but what will be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
From the shotgun, it's May.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw.
And he is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 24 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Well, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
10 more there and another first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. 2nd and 9. They go play action now. May.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Ready, what's that?
On play action, May.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Alec Pierce, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Glove.
That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Has his man, it's Shakur.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
5, 6, 38.
Love from the gun. Drops it underneath the goal. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
10 cycles. Seal, black. Black shot. Drill green.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Red, 33, yellow, go pink. Green jack, 6, mega. Ready.
Now Love. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Go red. Blue striker.
On 4th down, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And it gives these guys a 12-point advantage.
Patriots 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's May. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's May. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're going to throw. May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing here is May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, May. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Henderson.
He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
Working out of the gun. Love. A dump off here for goal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him to look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's go. 50, green. Hut.
They run it again with Cook. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now he's going to step up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll throw with May.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Down. Blue, 32.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the counter, Gore.
And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that.
The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
No time to shine. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
On the set.
2nd and 5.
Set, hut, set.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win.